So we saw the basic abilities of the DOM in this interface to provide information from the JavaScript to the screen and from the screen into the JavaScript. So let's put it all together and have the JavaScript affect the screen and the user actions affect the JavaScript, which affects the screen. So I already have code here that when it runs affects what's on the screen. And now what I'm going to do is that when this function runs, so that's the click event on H2, I'm going to have it create another element and put it on the screen. By which I mean all I'm going to do is just copy all of this code and put that copy of the code into my function. So now inside this function I'm creating a new variable, and this is different because it's inside the function, and it's going to create this element and then put it on the screen. I've loaded the code, so now I expect when I click on this element, I'm going to see the console log, but I'm also going to see a new element created over here. Next, we're going to use that other functionality to get the current state of an element that's on the screen and have that be transformed into a JavaScript value, and then we can use that in our code. So in my other example, I was able to take this variable and look inside of the value key for the current value that was typed into the input. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put it inside of my function that happens when the element is clicked. And I'm going to use the value of the input as the text inside of the H2. Let's see this in the browser. I've loaded my code, and so now when I type in the input and I click on this element, I expect to see the value of the element be what I typed in the input. So if I change the value and I click on the element again, I expect to see this value.